Welcome to East Coast Elk Reviews. Today, we're doing another whiskey examination. Today, we are examining Four Roses Small Batch. And today, to do that examination with me, I have Bumpy, also known as Bumpyisms. Cheers, bro. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out. I believe, this is actually a good one to check out because we've done the regular Four Roses. Let me see.
Which is 80 proof.
Oh, yeah. Still have a little bit left. So, regular Four Roses is 40%. This one is 45%, so a little bit higher. 90 proof. It says Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, established 1888. Master Distiller. Can't read that. I don't know. I can't read the signature. It's got some notes on the back. We'll probably have to read those after. Don't want to give us any, influence on our taste of notes. We like to start off the show by talking about what the examination is. That would make sense. So there's a 6-point category rating system. We go over the aesthetics, nose, flavor, mouthfeel, finish, value. The aesthetics and value are 10 points each, and the other 4 are 20 points each, all equaling 100 points in total. It's usually a lot of fun. Typically, we have more people, but definitely shout out to this guy over here for sticking around and doing whiskey examinations with me, because it wouldn't necessarily be an examination, if we didn't have other people here. And Bumpy's been kind of the only person that's been showing up. Dan. I'm just kidding. But
I like whiskey.
But this should be fun. Like I said, we've already done the examination on the original Four Roses. Bumpy, do you want to talk about how much you paid for your bottle and the size? And I believe it's only one size, but I'm gonna look up the mash bill, see if we can find a mash bill of some sort. Or
yeah, I believe I paid right about $40 for it. Real quick, I can just find that out. I can tell you, I do like the bottle. I think Four Roses definitely puts attention to detail into their.
How much did you say?
Their bottle. I believe it was around 40. I have to find it though.
Okay. So I paid $38 for a 750, but that was at the place down the street from my house, so that was $5 more. If I went to the spot where I usually buy my whiskey from, I would have paid $33. But I just didn't really feel like doing that after work.
Okay. Yeah, I paid $39.99 for a 750.
So 40, yeah, that's not too bad. Like I said, I could have got it for 33, but I paid 38. Yeah. I said, look at Dan in the chat. Same line. Unreal. Cheers, Dan. Single barrel? What single barrel? Oh, Four Roses? I don't know if we've done the exam on that. If you wanted to come up and do a solo review, you could. I don't care. Tired of getting blamed for camera woes. I don't know what that is. So age statement is no age statement. Mash bill blend of 75% corn, 20% rye, 5% malted barley, and 6% corn, 35% rye, and 5% malted barley. So it's a blend of 2 different mash bills, apparently. That's off the Breaking Bourbon website.
Nice.
On the Four Roses website, it does say aged between 6 to 7 years. Oh, my can't. Oh. Dan's always creeping in the chat and never says anything. I was on miscellaneous and I was joking. I was saying that's the camera stuff I got that Dan told me to buy.
Yeah. Dan likes to see if anybody's going to talk crap about him.
Unreal.
He sits still and doesn't say anything.
So, yeah. What do you think about the bottle, Bumpy? You like the bottle? I like it.
Yeah, I like it. Like I said, I think they put a lot of effort into making their stuff look good. It's real wood cap.
I haven't even opened mine. I'm gonna crack mine open.
Etched. It's got the neck with the Four Roses signature. The bottle is etched with the Four Roses. It's not just the sticker in the center. It's
ready,
raised.
Ready? Oh, listen, right?
Sticker.
Right?
Huh? Yeah.
That was good, huh?
It's got a huge real cork.
Yeah. Pretty solid.
I think it's real anyways.
6 to 7. Why wouldn't they put that on the bottle, though?
Maybe it's that weird rubber stuff.
They put it on the website. No, it's a real cork.
Is it? Okay.
I think Dan's taking it a little too personal. Nobody's blaming you, Dan. I know I have. I actually bought a new cord. So hopefully that solves the problem. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a real cord. Definitely real. But just popped it open. Gonna go for the pour.
Yeah. It is a lighter color. It's not like a super dark bourbon. So out of the aesthetics, that might be one of the one things I would kind of say I wish it was a bit darker.
I mean,
but it's not bad.
6 to 7 years. That's a pretty good age statement for 35 to $40, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
It's got a nice I'd still say more like a golden honey color. Some nice alcohol legs though. It's not too dark. Good amount of viscosity for 90 proof. Looks nice.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I mean, I like a lot about it. Some people might gripe because there's not a lot of information actually on the bottle. It's got the guy's signature, when it was established, the proof and the ABV, where it was from.
I mean,
but I think the bottle itself.
If you look at the evolution of entry to next up, it looks pretty solid, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, even this, the entry book, look at that.
Yeah.
This is $20, and it still has that nice. Yeah. So that's a common theme. You get a good cork with your bottle. So, yeah. What do you think about aesthetics, Bobby?
I don't know. I mean, I'm somewhere between an 8 and a 9.
Really, that high?
Yeah. I think I'd go 8.
I wish I had more information on the bottle.
Exactly. That's what I was just saying. Some people
I don't understand why do we have to go to the website to look it up? You should put it right on the label. You know? Wouldn't you want to sell it like that? Wouldn't you want an age statement on your label? I just don't understand why they wouldn't put it on there. This is a newer style bottle too.
Yeah. They make them like they used to.
The Breaking Bourbon label is definitely a little bit different. I think they're smaller labels, actually.
Mine wasn't a fresh crack either, so.
A small batch select. I don't have the regular single barrel.
It does give you tasting notes in the back.
I know. Yeah, it does have tasting notes. That's what I said to you. It does have that. But then I have. Oh God! I got stuck. the single barrel strength. That's like probably the creme de la creme right there. But yeah, I mean, for 6 to 7 years, for what I paid $38. Like I said, I had the opportunity to pay 33. So I'm not gonna knock it for that. I could have paid $33 for this bottle, so I think I'm gonna keep it at as if I were to pay $33, you know. I would still land it around like a 7. I just kind of wish there was a little bit more of a just some more information on the bottle. Like I said, like the age statement. I don't understand why they have it on the website but not on the bottle. And then also the color of the whiskey itself. If it is to be 6 to 7 year, it looks pretty light. Wouldn't you kind of agree? It kind of looks on the lighter side for 6 to 7 years. But overall, looks. I mean, I think 7 solid, and I always go back to 7 for aesthetics. I don't want to give it a 6. I don't want to give it too low, and I don't want to give it an 8 because I think that's too high. So, because I'm also looking at it as like, you know, something that's going to stand out on the shelf, that's unique, that's going to draw the attention of somebody who hasn't maybe noticed the brand or tried the brand before, you know. You good? You get some water. You got water? No?
It's not that. And no, I've been.
Oh, I thought you're coughing.
I got a bunch of crap in my friggin'.
Oh. Well, you want to go for the nose before we actually? Did you give your aesthetics score overall? I don't think you did.
What's that?
No, your aesthetic score. I don't think you said. I don't think you actually pinpointed it.
Yeah, I said 8. Ended up saying
8. Okay, all right. That's still good. Want to go for the nose?
Yeah.
Right?
The nose I do find to be a little bit weak.
Yeah, very tamed.
I get the baking spice. Just a mellow woodiness.
It's got that sweet corn kind of cereal grain thing going.
Yeah. The nose isn't very exciting to me at all.
Ethanol is definitely kind of jumping out at me.
Yeah. Once again, something that was 7 years or whatever. I figured there would have been more.
It's kind of got that like.
Is it charcoal filtered or anything like that to mellow
It's kind
it
of
out?
got like a rough finish kind of aromatic though, so it's kind of got like the ethanol, the char, the spice. It seems like a lot of that barrel characteristic is kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there is a touch of sweetness, but it's definitely overwhelmed by. I mean, this is a neck pour too. So I almost took a sip. I guess there's like a maybe more honey. It's more like honey kind of sweetness.
Yeah, I can see a bit of like a honey.
Vanilla. That ethanol, it's super strong ethanol. This neck pour is like killing me on my nose. And I've had a couple other whiskeys tonight, so it's not the first one I've had. And the ethanol
is my first whiskey.
Pretty prominent. Yeah. And cheers, beer man. Cheers, bro. What's up, dude? And cheers, Josh. It's good, man. Cheers, bro.
Now they do say mellow oak, so I mean, I think they're right there. They say the baking spice, the mellow oak, right in the notes.
Yeah. I think this neck pour is just very ethanol forward as far as the aroma.
The aromas on this don't excite me though.
Yeah, I can see that. It's kind of just like
blah. It's like Jack Daniels.
It's just kind of like Nothing too crazy. Solid standard bourbon notes on the aroma, but like I said, mine's like. Is yours more ethanol forward, or are you just kind of getting like just nothing that's too?
It's quite mellow. I mean, when I take when I get in there, it's
how
mellow.
much do you have in your bottle?
It's burning my nostrils.
How much is left in your bottle? Okay, so it's had a little bit of time to aerate, right?
Yeah, I opened it. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, see, I literally
maybe
just
4 days ago.
Yeah, just took the plastic off. So we got two different perspectives. So.
Yeah.
Why is my camera blurry? It's probably the pap sign. I was messing with my light earlier.
Oh, it's probably because Dan recommended he buy this camera.
It must be faulty equipment, he said. Cheers, guys. All right. Want to taste it before we give it a rating on the nose? Cheers, bro.
Cheers. Oh, yeah, that too. Pink.
It's very clean. It's kind of subdued. There's a nice spice, lingering spice. You kind of get that like dry oak, kind of bitter dry oak.
Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed.
It's got a little bit of that like tannic kind of bitterness to it.
Yeah, there's a lot of like kind of clean wood.
Yeah, astringency. Yeah, definitely. That time I got a little bit more caramel, maybe some fruit, a little bit of citrus. It's kind of thin for 45%. I mean, I think this is supposed to be kind of more of like a delicate. Did they say delicate? Did they put delicate on the back of this? Yes, they did. Delicate, yeah. I can see that. Delicate whiskey. Probably. It's probably user error.
Yeah. One thing, like they say ripe fruit and stuff like that. I mean, it's not really fruity to me.
Yeah? Oh, you're looking at the tasting notes?
Yeah. Rich ripe fruit. Yeah. I don't.
Mellow oak. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I see the mellow. No, it's actually mellow, oak. So that makes sense. Because it's mellowed, as in the flavor isn't really
no, it says mellow oak.
Oh, it does say mellow. Yeah. And that oak ain't mellow.
It's got 3 tasting notes, and I get 2.
Right. I would say this is definitely like one of those drier whiskeys, but it's nothing. It's not really too harsh. It's very clean. Like I said that. I think that was one of the first things I noticed.
Yeah, it finishes with a, you got a lingering warmth going on. I guess it gives you that was it the bourbon hug or whatever.
There's a little bit of nuttiness. Almond, maybe.
I can't really go and say I'm getting nuttiness, but I do almost get a little bit of cardboard
because of the astringency. Cheers.
I think it's the alcohol flavor with the woodiness. It's right up front on my palate when I first put it in.
Hanging out.
It starts to kind of taste cardboard, but then it just kind of goes to that more oaky flavor.
Josh,
the baking spices throughout. Lingering crackling burn on the tongue.
Ozzy, haven't seen you in a while. What's up to you? Cheers. Yeah, this is it's one of those kind of more one-note whiskeys where it's pretty straightforward. I don't think it's gonna change up. I mean, I have a neck pour, so I mean, I can't really say that. I don't know. It seems like you're kind of agreeing with what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think it was hotter. It was hotter off the initial pour when I first opened it. But other than that, I mean, I don't know, it's kind of it's just like the nose. I mean, the flavors are mostly just dull and boring.
That sounds mid.
Yeah.
Unreal. Okay, Dan, I'm sorry that the whole purpose of this examination is to examine whiskeys that other people can get and not just everything that's allocated. Okay.
Well, I got the double. Oak.
You got the double oaked.
Yeah, we can do that now.
Yeah. I bought 3 whiskeys. I bought like
I got the Alfa Romeo Whistle
I
Pig
bought like
too.
4 actually that I said in my videos, if you guys watch them, that if anybody wants to do an exam on them, even Dan messaged me and was like, oh, of course you buy one that I would do an exam on. And in my video, I said, I'm going to do an exam with everybody. Watch the video, Dan. Unreal.
Yeah, shit the comments off. All right. Well, anyways,
Dan sounds very aggressive.
let's get back to nose and flavors. For the nose, what did you give it?
I don't really know, man. It's this is a whiskey that is perfect for like the novice whiskey drinker. If you go from the entry bottle to this, you get more of that oak. I'm pretty sure this one is just like more subdued, super drinkable, crushable even. This is like, it's more focused on the finish. So, I mean, for the nose, it's really nothing too crazy. I would say maybe like a 13 or a 14. It's got some solid aromas for what it has. You can't knock it for what it's got. It's not
I can too.
offensive or, I don't know, weird in any way. I mean, I like it. I like the nose. It's just nothing too fantastic. There's nothing really crazy unique about it.
Yeah. To me, it's
I don't know.
dull and
I'd probably
boring.
say like maybe like 13. I don't know. I'll go 13 on it. I'm not super crazy about it, but I like it, so I'm not gonna.
I was at a 10.
10?
Yeah.
It's fair.
I put it at a 10 because I think it's dull and boring.
Yeah, I can see that.
But it's not offensive.
Yeah.
This is one of those ones where it's like it needs like a bit more rye or something.
But let me ask you this question.
A little bit of like citrus or
Let me ask
a
you
little
this.
bit of cherry would be.
Yes, I see that. Let me ask you this question. When you first started getting into whiskey, if you were to try this and you were to nose it, before we did all these examinations and we did all this, like actually like really getting
I would have just smelled alcohol.
You think so?
Yeah.
I didn't know if maybe you would have liked it a little bit more.
No, I used to hate hard liquor because.
Well, I'm saying when we first got into whiskeys, though, when we were first getting into bourbons, because I feel like I said, I think this is like a novice whiskey drinker kind of. You're stepping up your game. You get a little bit more of that
original one,
barrel kind of flavor. Yeah, I think we're getting more of the barrel, but we're lacking the richness from the barrel.
You know what? Maybe it is. Maybe it's the Brooklyn Brewery. Because they've done those Black Ops with the Four Roses. And they bourbon barrel aged them. And all of their Black Ops and Imperial Stouts have sucked lately.
I don't know. I think that has
I'm blaming on the
that's on Four Roses, though. That's their own barrels. Small batch, and we've talked about this before, essentially means nothing unless you tell us how big the batch is. So that's another thing that I was kind of saying. I didn't even mention in the aesthetics, which is usually something I always rant and rave and complain about. Small batch, like I said, it really doesn't mean anything unless you tell us how big the batches are, right?
Well,
and then when you go to the website, it doesn't even tell you how many barrels. It just says it's 90 proof and it's aged 6 to 7 years, and it tells you where you can buy it. It says, There you go. Hold on. Let's pull up a little.
Tanner's camera problems are now leaching into mine. Jeez.
For a spirits enthusiast who wants a go-to premium bourbon, Four Roses Small Batch is perfectly balanced, everyday bourbon that elevates every moment to a special occasion. Would you say that this is a special occasion bourbon, Bumpy?
No, this is just a drink it when you're drunk bourbon. This goes right next to that 7-year black I have from Jim Beam. Actually, I prefer the flavors of the Jim Beam more than this one.
Thank you for that honest
And it was
and
cheap.
real. Thank you for that honest and real answer, Bumpy. This is why you're here.
It doesn't win on aesthetics, but
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think about the flavor, man? Like I said, I think this is focused on this whiskey itself. They made this to try to focus it on the finish to give whoever is drinking this a different tasting experience, to try to make it a little bit different. But it's lacking the richness that you would get out of a 90 proof bourbon for something that's 6 to 7 years.
I'm going to bump mine up just a little
bit.
bit.
Where's the strong vanillas? Where's the strong caramels? Where's the richness? Where's the viscosity of the liquid? It's just like,
well, apparently the richness is with the ripe fruit that didn't show up.
Yeah. Well, I was getting a little bit of fruit. I told you before, I got a little bit of fruit, but it's not, I don't know. And they're saying small batch, like I said, you don't really know how many barrels they're using, and how much different it is than the regular bourbon. Of course, it's 5% higher, so it's 10 proof more. But
yeah,
I mean, how much different is it from this? Like, how many barrels are they using to make this, and how many barrels are they making this with? If you're going to market it as a smaller batch, you should tell us, like, this is this many barrels, and this is made out of this many barrels. You can tell the difference in the color. You can totally see the color difference. But are we just going for a longer age product, or are we going for a more decadent product? I don't know. Just ranting at this point, I guess.
I don't know. I'm on the flavor. I bumped it up just a notch. I'll give it a 12 out of 20.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I think it's pretty solid. It doesn't have any like youthy notes. Like, it doesn't have like that grain alcohol or like any like youthy kind of flavor. It's just like very subdued, just kind of standard bourbon flavor notes.
Yeah, it's just boring to my palate.
True.
This is another one you just mix with Coca-Cola.
I like it more than the nose, so I'm gonna give it a 14.
Now we're up to the mouthfeel.
Yeah. Mouthfeel is definitely not my favorite part about this. I would say this is where I'm going to give it like a 10. Or maybe I'll give it 11. I'll go 11. I don't want to be too harsh on this.
That's not too.
I don't think it's too bad of a whiskey.
But
I'm not trying to knock this whiskey too much. I'm trying to be completely honest with it. Like I said, I can kind of see where they're marketing this towards.
Yeah.
What they're shooting for. It's all in the finish.
I'm not hating the mouthfeel based off of like the flavors that it gives off. I mean, the mouthfeel is no worse than being dull and boring. So,
but it's not. Think about what else is 45%. Come on, what else have we drank?
It's got a little bit of a viscosity to it. Like, not if it's just sitting on your palate, it feels thin. But it's after the swallow. There's just a touch of a
Oh, look at that. Maker's Mark. Maker's Mark is 45%. Also,
Maker's Mark is a superior product.
Yeah.
It's all it's weeded too. So it's gonna have that smoother palate feel.
I'm trying to think of what about the Redwood Empire? That was like 45%, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And
I'll give it
that was
the same
actually
score.
right around the same price.
Yep. 12. I'm gonna give it a 12.
What was the Redwood Empire? What did I give that?
The Redwood Empire, I gave it 12 for mouthfeel.
I give it a 13. I actually like the Redwood Empire mouthfeel over this one. I'll tell you that all day. So I that makes sense then, because I gave that one a 13. I'm giving this one an 11. I like Four Roses. I like their. This is unbelievable. The regular single barrel.
I would like to try the more expensive stuff.
The regular single barrel. Have you tried that one yet?
I like the amount of effort they put into making it look like a decent product.
Yeah. This one is definitely, I would say, this one is like I said, this is, if you want to work your way up, but if you really want to get to the good stuff, I would just go regular, then the single barrel.
You wanted to work your way up, but everybody knows you're going to be a chump for life. You're just a chump.
Have you ever had that single barrel, the regular single barrel?
Four Roses?
Yes.
No, I've only had the regular in this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You haven't tried any of the ones that I had over here?
I'm working my way up.
Did you try I thought I had you try the barrel proof one.
Oh yeah, maybe. I mean, I definitely haven't purchased it myself, so.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a possibility.
Well, next time you come over, you're gonna try that. And I still got some of this actually is readily available. This is like $56. But this is a small batch select, so this is 52%.
Yeah, we have that too.
This is a whole different animal than that. Than
it was like $64 or something for the.
Yeah, I would I would go this one. I would say it's worth it. The $10 difference or $12, whatever it is. It's actually probably more than that.
What's the ABV on that?
$20 difference. This is 52, 104.
This I paid $63 for, and this is 46.385% ABV.
That's cool, dude.
Yeah,
I'd buy that too if I saw that.
Alfa Romeo one. They put it through G's. They gave it.
We still got to do the regular piggyback. You said. Maybe that's.
Yeah, this was there was like a $7 difference, so I said, why not go with the special?
We should do that for the next one. The regular piggyback. We've been talking about that.
Yeah, that one reminds me a lot of Buffalo Trace. I'm not a big Buffalo Trace fan. It's huge on the cherry.
Cherry.
Yeah.
Cherry.
Wicked big cherry.
There's not wheat? Is there wheat in that?
It's 100% rye.
Oh, it's rye. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Did they say what barrels they aged it in?
Single. It's just a single barrel.
It's new charred oak. That's Whistle Pig, right? That's Whistle.
The information on
that's Whistle Pig, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
They put it in an F1 car and sent it around the track.
Really?
It was in the barrel, so it could get G-force. Yeah, it says it's G-force finished.
You go for a ride, whiskey. Whoa! That's crazy, dude.
Somehow it lost a percentage too. It's less alcohol than the regular.
Got scared and came out, peed a little. The barrel peed a little.
It started sweating. It watered it down.
It's scared for its life. It's too funny. They really did that?
Well, I can scan for my VIP prizes too. So, if you guys want to scan that? Go ahead. You can get VIP prizes off my purchase anytime. This limited edition piggyback single barrel was hand selected by the Alfa Romeo F1 team. Staying true to the physical nature of racing, it endured G-force as it finished in a lychee and cooling tea barrel. Yeah.
That's cool. How much did you pay for that? How much?
63.
Not bad. Whistle Pig products are usually on the higher end. Their regular, 10 years, like $70.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
They've only recently started putting out their those cheaper bottles.
Oh, I guess the head
Piggyback and all those.
the guy that started Whistle Pig, I guess he has a whole different distillery now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
it's cool because that's Canadian whiskey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to try the regular 10-year. I've never tried that, but that, like I said, it's like a $70 bottle though. Just their regular entry 10-year. What do you think of the finish of this, Popey?
It's got a lingering heat with that spice note, the bacon spice.
It's nice.
And the alcohol.
It's relaxing. The astringency started to dial back a little bit. It's not as oaky dry when I first had it. I think the sweetness is starting to dial up a little bit once you sip on it a little bit more.
I think the finish is better than most of the whole flavor throughout.
The finish is definitely number one in my opinion.
Now, I'd probably land the finish right around. I'd give it like a 14.
Yeah, I was gonna go like 15. Like I said, I think that's what this is made for. They're blending this to.
Like I said, I think that it's definitely one that I think would go well with like a Coke or a Pepsi product.
Oh yeah, all day. Yeah.
That.
You could do a whiskey and Coke with this.
That blast, yeah.
Yeah.
Or ginger ale. Ginger ale might be the better culprit.
I mean, as far as alcohol burn, there's really not much.
Yeah, it's got a lingering heat, but it's like I said, kind of
it's more that spice though. It's not really that like super big Kentucky hug, you know. A little bit of that warming, but it's not like doesn't got that like grain alcohol burn, you know. You can kind of tell it's been rounded out a little bit.
Mm.
Have you ever had white whiskey?
Wouldn't that just be moonshine?
Yeah.
I've had that stuff from the moonshiners guy there. Guy that wears Tim, I think.
Yeah, you got to try the one that I have, 62.5% Buffalo Trace White Dog. I gotta get more. I gotta get one more bottle I can put in my barrel. But yeah, this is what you want to try. It's called White Dog Mash number 1, 62.
Yeah, weren't you gonna like blend a bunch of those together and try to make your own like?
I have 5. I have 4. I have 4 bottles. I have 4 pints. I need 5 pints to fill my barrel, and then I'm gonna age it. Yeah, but you can always still taste it, you know.
Yeah.
It smells like blueberries.
Well, you should do something unique though. Why not? Can you get sherry?
Butter. It's like blueberry.
You should get some sherry or something though, and put that in your barrel and just let that.
But I want to make my own bourbon though, because it's a new oak barrel.
You don't want to make it a sherry cask finish.
No.
Oh.
Well, I could. I mean, after I could, but I want to do my. Um, that's charred too, I think. So that's like a American white oak
Should
charred
light it up.
white oak barrel. My
Put
buddy Zach.
gasoline inside and light it up just to make sure.
My buddy Zach bought that. That little barrel was like $100.
Yeah,
It's like brand new. It's never been used. But he got it with the engraving. It was like a gift for the channel, you know.
it's a lot of money for a little wood.
It was cool, and that thing I've had that thing for a while. That's awesome. I love it. I've actually been sticking it in my like reviews. Yeah, I've been putting it in the reviews. I'll just leave it on the table and do like a whiskey review on the side of it. It's cool. But
Should make it like an Easter egg hunt.
What?
Like put it in different spots in your room.
Yeah, find the barrel.
Find it.
That's funny. So what did you say? 14 for the finish? I think I'm gonna go 15. Seems like it's like this is starting to get good, right? So I think I'm gonna agree with you. Like, right? Wouldn't you say 15 out of 20 is like this is starting to get really nice on the finish? And it's not like bringing me to that point where I would say that, oh wow, this is a interesting finish. It's decent, solid, but it's not like, oh wow, this finish is amazing. It's interesting. It's unique. Yeah, I think I'm gonna agree with you. 14. Value. So much stuff out there nowadays. It's really hard to say that this is actually like got a good value to it. I would say, as far as value, for somebody, and I always like to bring this up because there are a lot of people, you know, who like to try new things. And for somebody who's just getting into whiskey, I can see the value of this, right? You get that different expression from the regular Four Roses. You get that oakier, drier, more spicy finish, kind of more subdued flavor, but it's just like missing that unique kind of interesting quality to it. Like Bumpy said, it was kind of boring. But for somebody who's just getting into the craft of drinking whiskey, I think that they would really enjoy this. I think that they would find some value in this, and it would make them want to purchase more expensive products. But for now, for like what you can buy nowadays, like I said, like good example is the Redwood Empire, which is like that's MGP, right? No, is it MGP? That's not MGP, is it? Redwood Empire?
I don't know. You know more about that stuff.
Sourced. It's sourced. I don't know exactly who it's sourced from, but that's like a sourced whiskey. But like that is like the same price. And I honestly thought I found that a little bit more interesting than I did this. It had a little bit more of that richness. Mm-hmm. So it definitely depends on what you're looking for in that price range. There's a lot of stuff you can get from $30 to $40 nowadays. You know, you can get like I just got a cash strength, $35 the other day. But is a novice whiskey drinker going to buy a 57% ABV whiskey Bumpy? Probably not, right?
I can get Maker's Mark cask strength 101 for $40. And it's 111 proof, and that's like
as far as value, yeah.
Yeah.
And even like you said, though,
I mean, it is $10 off.
Like you said, though, you said you could mix this in cocktails, but would you really want to mix this in cocktails? Because you can get like Wild Turkey 101, and your cocktails would probably come out way better for $10.
Way better, yeah. I mean, but this reminds me so much of like Jack Daniel's No. 7
because of how subdued and smooth it is.
Yeah, on the flavor, not weak. So totally on like. ABV,
but would you say, rather than weak, would you say more balanced?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like nothing's harsh about it. It's
Yeah,
not disgusting.
that's what I'm saying.
It's just not exciting me.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah, especially with everything that we've been trying lately. Yeah, it's not something to really write home about. But it's still, like I said, though, if you're new to drinking bourbon, I think you would enjoy it. You would find some value in it. You wouldn't be disappointed to buy this.
I enjoy it more than Crown Royal. I can tell you that.
I'm not a big fan of Canadian whiskey. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
There's been some that have been decent, but
whistle pick.
Exactly. It's a little bit different. They're a little bit more on the crafty side.
Yeah.
I don't know value.
The value on this one, I'm at a 6.
6? Yeah, I think I'm gonna agree with you because it's more than a 5. It's not really a 7, considering there's so much out there that you could purchase over this that's a little bit more interesting, has a little bit more of a bolder flavor. Like it's whiskey, man. It all depends on what you're looking for nowadays.
Mm.
You know, are you a fan of whiskey that's super balanced and smooth and easy going, or are you a fan of whiskey that's bold and you can get a lot of flavor from it? It all depends on what you're looking for.
I'm more of a bold. Yeah.
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah, same here.
Like either I want it to be like kind of sweet, decadent, like.
But I don't mind. But that doesn't mean
Or I want it to be like super spicy and fruity.
But that doesn't mean. Maybe it's more of a mellow day. You want something you can just kind of drink and, like I said before, like maybe watch a show or watch sports or something, and not really pay attention to it too much. Just something that's kind of like a background bourbon, like more of just like kind of just like an easy drinking sipper.
You forget you're even drinking.
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of this one. It's the vibes this one's giving it. Once you had a couple glasses, I'm sure it's kind of this. Seems like it's pretty easy to put back a couple glasses. Yeah, I think I'm gonna agree with you. I think 6 is fair. I think we were kind of right around like same thought process, but liked it and disliked it for different reasons. Just fair. I also had a fresh crack. I had a fresh bottle. Bumpy had a bottle that had a little bit of aeration. Had some time to open up a little bit. But
I have no crack.
No. Let me. I'm going to tally up my score over here.
Pour a little bit more. Gonna get through this.
Well, do that one more time. Do you think it's a good thing that we're kind of strict on this? Or do you think these should be rating higher?
No.
You think it's fair?
I think it's fair because I picked up a whiskey that was rated super high, or bourbon, and it was rated like near the 90s. And I was like, wow, this is got to be a really good bourbon. And the price on it was phenomenal. It was horrible. It's called Paddle Wheel. I don't know if you ever had Paddle Wheel.
I don't even think I've ever even seen that brand before.
Yeah, I mean, this was like over a year ago. I picked it up, so maybe my palate's changed, but I absolutely hated that. I was like, how did this score so high?
Yeah, there's a lot of spirits that have a lot of awards from a lot of different places that aren't really, they're not too strict, I guess you could say, on their scores they give.
Here, say something good about our whiskey. Thank you.
What did you get for a final number there, Bumpy?
I'm at a lower score than you. I am at 62.
Oh, I got a 65. Round up.
Yeah.
Right? So average is at 63.5. Well, if we round up, we're going to average at 64.
Which I think is fair for this one. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Especially the price range, man. It's kind of expensive for what it is. I feel like if this was like, I paid $38 for this. I feel like if this was like 27, 28 bucks, $10 less. Well, I mean, it's, I can get it for 33.
Like
Like
30
I
bucks,
said.
yeah.
I can get it for 33. If it was like $25, there's just, I think, like I said, I think they really focused on the finish on this one. They really just like wanted to blend this to be a, or not blend, but you know, they're small batch. They're using however many barrels. They wanted to make this to be just like a super easy drinking, more of a finish to it as far as flavor and stuff. Because the mouthfeel and the flavor itself, actually, I would say the mouthfeel is lackluster. The flavor is decent. It's just not complex. It doesn't really have any uniqueness to it. It's not really, you know, something to rant and rave about. But not bad. 64 out of 100. Can't complain. The Redwood Empire did do a little bit better. The Redwood Empire was 68 out of 100. And then before that was 69 out of 100 for the Jeffersons. Wow, the Jeffersons got 69. Interesting.
69. That's what I scored it too.
That's what I scored it too.
Was 69?
Mm-hmm. We've been in the 60s lately. Last one was Maker's Mark 101 was 81. Other than a lot of 60s, 68. Yeah, not bad. So next week we'll probably be doing a another, what do they call it? Just started a new show. Brew and Booze Reviews. So I think we'll do episode 2 next Monday. Around 8:30. And if you want to go earlier or not. Josh says, sorry, Mr. Review. No worries, bro. We got a 64 out of 100. So this one was a little bit less than the pipe dream we just did.
Josh likes to be here for the very last.
The last moment.
Closing of it. That way he doesn't have to watch the whole thing.
So, yeah, Brew and Booze Reviews, new show. Bring any type of adult beverage, really. I personally want to do like some type of liquor and some type of beer or malt beverage or whatever. Have like one bubbly, one still, I like to call it. So I'll probably be doing that. That'll be fun. Look out for that next week. Then after that, we'll do another whiskey examination, and I don't know, I'm thinking maybe that piggyback. So sounds pretty good.
What, the Alfa Romeo one?
No, the bourbon one. Or rye. Yeah, the rye.
Piggyback rye. Your rye? Because they do have a bourbon one too.
Yeah. I think the rye one is the one that I can get for like 30 to 40 bucks. We should do that one. So, yeah, before I shout other people out, Bump, you got stuff for your channel there, brother? Got any more pizza reviews or beer reviews coming out?
Yeah, I got Let's show you. I was going to do a post today, but I always forget to take a picture. I was up at Chilling, got a new hat. The wife told me this hat didn't look silly. It's a little bit
That
silly.
looks good, dude. That's
Yeah.
nice. I saw your
Yeah, the other one was like Elmer Fudd there. So,
no, that's a nice hat. How
but yeah,
far
I
was
was up at
how
Chilling.
far was that from you?
Oh, it's an hour and a half.
Oh, that's
An
not
hour and a
bad.
half drive. Yeah, so
There you go. Hell
that
yeah,
was a
dude.
West Coast Pale Ale that I
Oh man,
had.
I want to go there so
Yeah,
bad.
it's
We gotta
right on the river. It's nice.
yeah, we gotta go there one day. I come up.
That was a double IPA. The wife had an amber
Nice.
lager
That looks good.
and a water. She asked me if I got it. I took a picture. She goes, "Did you get a picture of the water?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, "No, the water behind you." I said, "Yeah, that was in the other picture." She's
Those
like, "When
beers
did you
are
take?
good, man.
When
I
did you
love
take that?"
Shilling.
I'm like, I took
Shilling
that
Brazilians.
when you were sleeping.
I don't think I've had a beer by them that I didn't like.
Yeah, yeah. So Resilience is their other. That's
Which
their
is awesome.
American.
I know that
Sorry.
freaking comb over, the
Yeah,
comb over IPA. Did they have that on draft?
yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
yeah. They had that there today. I
Yep.
didn't have it. I had it was a West Coast Pale Ale, and then I had one that was called Bond Cliff, which was an 8.5 double. And unfortunately, like taking it outside, it did get a little bit light struck. It changed it, it
Yeah.
changed it just a little bit. But yeah, it was good. And part of that's capable because Casey, I'll shout him out. King Cobra, check out his channel. He does lives every now and then. You'll find him hitting up other people's channels like Miscellaneous and Josh, her last beer. So yeah, he gifted me a little money. I do have there's something I have I'm trying to figure. It's not working out quite the way I wanted it to because of where I live, but I'll I'll figure something out to kind of give him a good shout out on my channel itself with that little gift that he gave there. So do appreciate it. And yeah, other than that, I'm got a little break for you guys tomorrow. Nothing coming out on my channel tomorrow. I did release a pizza review today. Um, Amy's. I kind of felt bad. It was one of those ones where it's like I was a little tipsy when I did that one. So I think I might have been a little bit harsh with some of my words, but I released it anyways. So, um, but it's kind of the way I feel, if something's just not right and you pay too much for something and it just
Yeah.
seems
No, I hear you.
come on now. Um, and then yeah, I've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I got stuff coming out. 3 days in a row will be John and Ellie and myself from when John and Ellie was over.
Nice, dude.
So a bunch of beer reviews coming out back to back there, and then I do have a pizza review to kind of break it up a little bit. Another pizza review, yeah. So yeah, a lot of videos coming out at you all at once. So I guess get ready to watch them. Yay!
Nice,
Cheers.
Loki. Cheers, bro. Well, yeah, like I said, we're gonna have more of our Monday shows. I'm actually pretty close to my first year for monetization, so I'm gonna try to do maybe some more live streams here and there. Um, Not this Thursday, but next Thursday we're gonna be trying the Mexican hot chocolate stout. So do my review on that. We also got to put together the panel for the Hefeweizen. We just got to review it. It's been too long. I don't want to get too old. And then I still have the IPA, the brown ale, blonde ale. Um, Overall, from the brewing those beers, I like those beers. I think they came out good. I don't want to make more beer with malt extract. It's super sweet. I really can see the difference between the all grain. I really want to get into all grain. So look in look forward to me investing in electrical brewing system and doing some homebrew with that. And then maybe one day maybe this guy will come over and we'll brew a beer together on the back deck. That'd be awesome. Anything else? Look out for more beer reviews, whiskey reviews. Just put out that Smoke Wagon review, the cash strength bourbon for $35. Check that out. And shout outs for other people. Let's see. Check out Scotch Down Under. Typically goes live on Wednesday mornings for me, but he's actually from Australia. So his big Scotch whiskey channel. But he goes live and hangs out with a bunch of people, so check him out. And then also check out someone I haven't shouted out in a while, KY Brew Review. Go check him out. A couple guys from Kentucky who review pretty much any type of alcoholic beverage, like I do. And they're fun to watch. Group of friends that just review a bunch of crap together and get drunk. So good dudes. And definitely special thanks to Bumpy over here. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you for doing this review with me.
Yeah, no problem.
And I'll put the link. The link here. Copy. Let's put it in the chat for anybody that wants to come up and hang out with us off air. And that's pretty much it. Cheers, guys. See you next Monday or next live stream. And if there's anything else you guys like to see on my channel, make sure to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and upcoming videos. Like a beer. Thanks a lot, you guys. Cheers. Cheers, Bumpy. Thanks, bro. I love beer and whiskey.
Whiskey.
Cheers.